Welcome to Learn, part 18 of SQL video series. I am Ganesh. In our previous video, we have discussed about primary key and foreign key constraints. And in this video, we will discuss about what is an index and how we can implement it in our queries. I have already created an employee table and we have 10 records over there. Let's first execute this query. I am executing it. Result is retrieved. So what we have done in this query is, we are telling that whichever the name has I in it, I want all those records to be retrieved. So this query has retrieved 3 records. And if you look at the execution time over here, it completes execution in less than a second. I have used this query for creating this table. If you look at the name and ID fields, we have created as varchar, whereas the age field we have created as integer data type. In general, there is a difference in giving an integer field in a var class compared to giving a varchar field in the var class. The difference is, by giving the integer field in the var class, will complete execution faster when compared to giving the varchar field in var class. So if you look at this query, we have specified the name field, which is a varchar field in the var class, and we have executed this query. As we are having very lesser number of records, irrespective of this varchar or integer, whatever we give, this query will get executed and it will retrieve faster. And in this case, we have given the varchar field name, and that is also executed and retrieved faster. But in real time, there will be millions of records in one table. Let's say there are some 10 million records in a table. Just imagine if you are giving a varchar field in the var class, and if you are trying to execute it, that will take like anything to get it completed. And moreover, if it is just only one query is executing, then we will be good. Just imagine if there are multiple queries that are executing in parallel. On such scenarios, it will cause database issues. Same time, let's say an user is using the front-end application, and let's assume they are hitting a button to retrieve the records of the employee. So what that user will ideally expect is, he or she want to retrieve the results immediately. Although it is not in a 1 second, anyone can expect to be retrieved in at least in less than 5 seconds. And no one is going to wait more than 5 seconds for retrieving the data. So to overcome this and to get the results faster, we will go for index. We can create index on one or more fields. And the main purpose of this index is to retrieve the data faster. This is the syntax for creating an index. If we follow the syntax, we can write a query like this. So create index name I am giving as idx_name. On which table I want to create? It's the employee table. So I'm giving employee. And in which field I want to create? It's the name field. So I am giving name here. Let's execute this query. Okay, commands completed successfully. We have created an index now. Let's verify whether the index is created successfully or not. To do that, let's expand tables. Let's expand indexes. Here we can see that idx_name index, which we have created. So the benefit of the index is nothing but, let's say when there are 100 million records, and let's say without index, if the query takes 1 minute to execute and retrieve the result, after we create this index, it will get retrieved in less than 5 seconds. So this index is mostly used whenever we find a need to improve the performance of a table. Okay. We have seen how to create index on a single field. Now let's see an example for creating an index on multiple fields. I'm copying this query again. Here I'm giving name, ID. The index name I'm changing as name ID, or let it be name_ID. Now let's execute this query. Commands completed successfully. We can see the index idx_name_ID created. That's all about index. If you find this video useful, I suggest you to share this with your friends and colleagues. Closing it for now. Thank you.